3. Uncommon facts about North Korea. What if one mistake, a single moment of dissent, could get you, your kids, and your grandkids thrown into a brutal labor camp for life? This isn't the plot of some dystopian movie. For the people of North Korea, it's a terrifying and constant reality. It's a law designed to guarantee absolute obedience through pure fear. And believe it or not, that's just the first secret we're about to uncover. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or DPRK, is probably the most isolated and secretive nation on Earth. The bits of information that leak out paint a picture of a society under total control, but it's almost impossible for outsiders to really grasp how deep that control goes. Today, we were pulling back the curtain on 3 of the most mind-blowing and uncommon facts about this enigmatic country. We'll get into the twisted logic of punishing whole families, the bizarre rules that dictate something as simple as a haircut, and the shocking way the state basically operates like a global crime syndicate. Get ready to have everything you thought you knew about North Korea turned on its head. The law of collective annihilation. 3 generations of punishment. Picture this. There's a knock on your door in the middle of the night. Your family is dragged from your home, shoved into a truck, and you have no idea why. It's only later, when you arrive at a grim, barbed wire fenced camp, that you find out a distant relative, someone you barely knew, said something critical of the regime. And now you, your parents, and your children will pay the price for the rest of your lives. This is the reality of North Korea's cruelest policy. The 3 generations of punishment rule. This policy, known as Yeonjwaje, is a form of collective punishment and one of the most severe human rights abuses in the world today. It's believed to have been started by the nation's founder, Kim Il-sung, who reportedly declared that class enemies must have their seed wiped out for 3 generations to purify the nation. The idea was to completely eliminate the family line of anyone seen as a threat to the party, making sure no root of dissent could ever grow back. Here as the breakdown. If one person is accused of a major political crime, which could be anything from trying to defect to just listening to a foreign radio station, they're sent to a political prison camp, or kwanliso. But it doesn't end there. Their immediate family, including parents, siblings, and kids, are all rounded up and imprisoned with them. They're guilty by association. Their blood is now considered tainted. Many are taken without a trial or any explanation, only finding out what their relative did once they're already trapped behind the electrified fences. Kids born in these camps are prisoners from birth, destined to live and die there for a crime they never committed. The logic is as simple as it is horrifying. It's the ultimate tool for social control. The fear that one wrong move could condemn your entire family is a powerful weapon against any kind of opposition. It forces people to not only police themselves, but also their own family members, creating a society paralyzed by suspicion. Harrowing stories from defectors, including former prison guards like An Mayong-chul, have given us a glimpse into this system. An was a guard for 8 years, brainwashed into seeing the prisoners as less than human. He described how families are destroyed and forced into backbreaking labor, torture, and starvation. In some camps, every prisoner is there for life, with zero hope of ever getting out. This rule is more than just a law, it's the psychological foundation of the regime's power, a monstrous machine built to enforce total conformity through generational fear. The state in your salon, controlling life down to your haircut. While the 3 generations rule is the ultimate form of punishment, the regime's obsession with control seeps into the most personal, everyday parts of life. In North Korea, the state's power doesn't stop at your front door. It follows you right into your bathroom mirror. Let's start with something as basic as your hair. For most of us, a haircut is a form of self-expression. In North Korea, it's state policy. You can't just pick any style you like. You have to choose from a government-approved list. Reports and the few photos that make it out of the country show there are about 15 approved styles for men and a similar number for women. For men, the rules are very strict. Hair can't grow past 5 centimeters, though older men get a little extra leeway. Spiky hair is a definite no-go, as it's seen as a sign of rebellion. For women, the options often depend on whether they're married. Married women are pushed to keep their hair short, while single women are allowed slightly longer, more diverse styles. And the one haircut that's absolutely off-limits? The one the Supreme Leader himself has. After Kim Jong-un's signature high and tight style became known, the state reportedly banned ordinary citizens from copying it, making sure the look remained a unique symbol of his power. Recently, officials have also cracked down on other trends, like the rooster hairstyle and see-through sleeves, calling them anti-socialist. Getting caught breaking these rules isn't a joke. It can lead to public humiliation or even months of hard labor. This micromanagement of your look is a constant visual reminder of the state's power. But it doesn't stop with fashion. It even extends to the rules of sports. Kim Jong-il, the current leader's father, was a huge basketball fan. But he wasn't happy with the standard rules, so he just made up his own. In North Korea, basketball is played with some truly wild, ideologically inspired changes. A slam dunk is worth 3 points, not 2. A 3-point shot that goes in without hitting the rim, a swish, is worth 4 points. The most punishing rule: miss a free throw, and your team loses a point. And in a crazy twist, any basket scored in the final 3 seconds of the game is worth a whopping 8 points. A 7-point lead can vanish in an instant. These custom rules show a deep desire to control every part of society, reshaping even global pastimes to fit a uniquely North Korean mold. The Mafia State, North Korea's criminal sovereignty. The world has heard of rogue states, but North Korea is playing a completely different game. It doesn't just bend international rules. It uses its status as a country to run massive criminal operations all over the world. Experts call this criminal sovereignty. This isn't a few corrupt officials lining their pockets. This is the state itself directing illegal activities to fund the regime, its inner circle, and its weapons programs. For decades, North Korea has been involved in a shocking variety of illegal businesses. We're talking drug trafficking, printing flawless counterfeit US dollars called supernotes, and smuggling everything from fake cigarettes to weapons and endangered wildlife. What makes North Korea so unique is that it uses official state channels to pull it off. Its diplomatic pouches, which aren't supposed to be searched, have been used to move rhino horns, ivory, gold, and drugs. The country's embassies and diplomats essentially work as agents for a state-run criminal empire. This is all orchestrated by a shadowy agency known as Office 39 of the Korean Workers' Party. Set up back in the 70s, Office 39's only job is to get foreign currency for the regime by any means necessary, legal or illegal. It runs a web of front companies and directs the country's criminal enterprises. The history of this state-sponsored crime is long. As far back as 1976, North Korean diplomats across Scandinavia were kicked out for smuggling huge amounts of alcohol and cigarettes to sell on the black market. In recent years, diplomats have been caught smuggling rhino horn, ivory, and gold, particularly in Africa and Asia. In one case, a diplomat in Bangladesh was caught with 27 kilograms of gold, worth about $1.7 million. And now, in the 21st century, their methods have evolved. North Korea has become a major producer of methamphetamine. Even more recently, it's built a powerful army of state-sponsored hackers. Groups like the infamous Lazarus Group have stolen billions of dollars in cryptocurrency from banks and exchanges worldwide. It's estimated that these cyber heists now provide up to half of the regime is foreign currency, directly bankrolling its nuclear and missile programs. This strategy of criminal sovereignty is how North Korea survives crippling international sanctions. While sanctions are meant to cut the regime off from the global financial system, its criminal networks provide a steady, untraceable flow of cash. The state is basically living a double life, one as a recognized nation with a seat at the UN, and the other as a sophisticated global criminal organization, using the privileges of the first to protect the crimes of the second. The reality of North Korea is often stranger and more shocking than fiction. If you're finding these facts as mind-blowing as we do, and you want to keep exploring the world's most hidden places, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. And please hit the like button. It really helps get this information out to more people. From a law that holds entire families captive for one person's crime, to government-approved haircut lists, to a state that funds itself like a mafia, the DPRK is a system of total control unlike any other. These three facts, the 3 generations of punishment, the extreme micromanagement of daily life, and the state's criminal sovereignty, aren't just weird trivia. They're windows into the daily reality for millions and the strategic thinking of a regime that continues to baffle the world. Each fact shows us a different pillar of the state's power: fear as a weapon, total control as a social experiment, and organized crime as a survival strategy. Together, they paint a chilling, complex, and deeply disturbing picture of a nation that truly stands alone. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these 3 facts shocked you the most? And what does it say about our world that a system like this can still exist today? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.